Halloween Kills is as gruesomely brutal as a night spent with Michael Myers should be, although the horror sequel loses some of its skull-crushing effectiveness, juggling rampant carnage and social commentary. While director David Gordon Green's 2018's Halloween brought the slasher franchise back in a huge way, the series takes a step back with the gory follow-up, Half Out of 4, rated R, in theaters and streaming on Peacock Friday. The previous film featured a return match with masked villain Myers vs. vengeful, empowered heroine Laurie Strode, Jamie Lee Curtis, which took place 40 years after John Carpenter's original Halloween. Yet in picking up exactly where the last one left off 3 years ago, Kills separates its two key main characters, and not for the better. It just seems like a filler chapter before another main event, albeit with nasty kills, mythos building and cool references. 10 thrilling, chilling films to watch for Halloween 2021. The last Halloween notably wiped the series' slate clean as a direct sequel to the 1978 first film, though Kills is essentially a do-over of 1981's Halloween 2, with Laurie spending quality time at a hospital recuperating from her injuries. She, her daughter Karen, Judy Greer, and granddaughter Allison, Andy Matichak, caught Michael in a fiery trap and, thinking he's toast, head off to get Laurie's gnarly abdominal wound treated. Michael, naturally, isn't that easy to eliminate as an essence of evil. He gets out, plus goes to town on a crew of doomed firefighters, and continues daring a grisly path through Haddonfield that's revealed to be more purposeful than random. Green's new installment also catches up with local residents like Tommy Doyle, franchise newcomer Anthony Michael Hall, whom Laurie protected when he was a young boy all those years ago. As a bat-wielding grown-up, Tommy rallies the town to take up arms against Michael and kill him once and for all. Evil dies tonight, they chant, though their anger more than once gets the better of them. Meanwhile, at the hospital, 3 generations of Strode women struggle with what role they will play. Laurie is a fighter but out of commission. Karen wants everyone to remain safe, while young Allison yearns to be like her grandma and enter the fray. From The Shining to The Birds, 25 horror movies to watch before you die. 5-5E. Their plight and an insightful discussion between Laurie and fellow Wounded Warrior Deputy Hawkins, Will Patton, explores interesting philosophical themes, and the film also has a lot to say about the dangers of mob mentality that feels timely. However, bouncing between that and Michael's murder spree tends to leave the whole venture seeming unfocused, especially compared to the hard-charging, supremely confident 2018 movie. Even with her character sidelined to a degree, Curtis owns this franchise and gets to show a more vulnerable, insightful aspect here after the empowered warrior fighting through trauma of the last film. Greer also impresses, with Karen proving herself worthy of the Strode name, as does Hall, the 1980s comedy star, The Breakfast Club, Weird Science, who's the rough-and-tumble heart of this movie. Check out these DIY TikTok costume ideas anyone can do. There is a strange disconnect considering that in the last film, Laurie was presented as the town pariah after decades spent preparing for Michael's return, while in the new one she's toasted as a symbol of Haddonfield's survival spirit. Tommy and the other locals, who gather annually to remember the fateful night back in '78 and are forced to replay it again now, represent the greater impact of a mass tragedy on a community rather than an individual. When it comes comes to Michael's deadly shenanigans, Halloween Kills more than lives up to the title. The big guy is a huge fan of headshots this time, and also tosses in nods to previous franchise entries, including the Myers-less Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. It also leaves viewers in a darkly compelling place before the next film, Halloween Ends, expected next year, even if it's a bumpy, bloody route to get there. It's time to leave basic girls and their pumpkin spice lattes alone.